for a treat. Orange pants. That means something special. My orange Max McGuire orange. We're out in the wilderness. We're gonna make a Masonic video. No, I'm just kidding. Slickery. When I pulled up, I could see a sheep. There he is. Tall sheep. Really warm. I got my gloves in my pocket. Watching Eric DeBay's newest video, and both those guys are nice to listen to. They speak well. Think about good thoughts. Not necessarily good and evil, you know. Entertaining thoughts. Seemingly important thoughts, I guess. Just the one, eh? Huh. So, I'm liking it. It's a fun video. I haven't seen the whole thing through yet. Maybe 40 minutes or so. Talking slow because I'm walking up a big ass fucking hill. Some people call it a mountain. How far away is that? Seems pretty fucking far away. What would you do to get across that? How would you get across that? You know what I see them using? Because it could be really shallow in some spots. I mean, really shallow. And I see them, they have little personal, you know what an airboat is. They use them like in the swamps in Florida and stuff. Get yourself an airboat. Or you could even do a hydroplane. Like a small little not a hydrofoil, but a hydroplane, I think. Hovercraft. I don't know. The one with the cushion of air. Hovercraft, I guess. They use those because you just skid across the mud and stuff, you know? So yeah. Keep going. My fingers are getting a little tingly. think that sheep's just right around the corner. Or maybe right there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Alright, let's get these gloves on. Hold on. Remember, late 80s, early 90s, we had all this gang violence and stuff, and it was Bloods and Crips. And on the news, they would say, don't wear this color, that color, in certain neighborhoods and things. Isn't that stupid? Because you could get shot. Here in Alaska, this is all, I mean, the only thing we could rack it up is, I don't know very much of the details, but in a gang area of town back then, my mom was a bartender, so it was late at night and she was dropping somebody off after work, and they shot at the car because it was a blue car and it was a blood neighborhood. But like all these colors, we're just told that they matter. We make them matter. They're symbols, and they didn't matter to anybody that wasn't wanting them to matter, you know. Oh, I got a blue car. Most people, well, you know, a lot of people will just buy the car that's okay with them. They don't go there like, I have to get a red car. You know, like, see the car that they want, but they don't have it in red, so they get a different kind of car. I mean, the color of your car shouldn't be the factor of why you buy it. I remember my mom bought a car and it was red. She was so happy it was red. She did this twice. She likes red cars, I guess. We bought this car, it was red. Turned out to be a Ford Escort. I'm like, that car sucks. But I love that car. Not because it was red, but because it was fun to drive. Not because it was high performance or anything, but because it was a fucking car. And I didn't have a car. You hit the e-brake on the car and it slides on the snow. Gets you places. It was fun. And then later on in life, I got a car. Cool. What kind you get? I got a red one. Oh, great. We've been down this road before, but it was a Camaro. I was like, oh, okay. Your choice in red is getting better. So the orange, I just like orange. I like old buildings, so I don't know. I'm a craftsman. I think masonry sounds cool. Freemason. To me sounds like they got Freemasonry which fits along with the buildings, getting the buildings for free. I don't know. Just because that group likes some things that I like doesn't mean that I'm one of them or they're one of me. I love it. So, look at those arches. They say nature doesn't make arches. That's a certain kind of material forming in a certain way because of a certain process that it's undergoing. And so what if something else could undergo that similar process? I'm crying. Nature doesn't make steps. Does it? Those are almost artistic looking steps. That shows that shows creativity. Uniqueness. That's a higher thinking. Nothing is real. So who made that? Who wrote the program? Who wrote the program to do that? We got all this stuff that we're thinking about, and come on, Yuki, please. I don't want to fall down. Thank you. Just walk normal. Come on, stop pulling. What's that? What's that? A snowboard climbing. It's from Virgin. Come here. If you need a good buckle, come up on the trail. There's one waiting for you. Dog's been pulling, so the leash is tied around my waist and it gets tighter and tighter. Okay, hold on. One more glove. Reassignment. Come on. I mean, look how far away that is. There's mountains and stuff over there. I don't see them. Whatever. Well, for one thing, I like the Eric, and is his name Mark? I think it's Mark. Agreed upon is that, you know, we don't know. We're just wanting to find out. So that's nice. We get into this like spiritual thing, and then we get into a science thing, and if we want to use them, you know, in an unbiased way, we can kind of put them both together. Use one to keep the other one in check, and vice versa. See the paths that we get led down according to each other. You know, it's kind of like a party, an adventuring party, where you have a wizard and I don't know, a thief. What do they call it? A warrior or a ranger, or I don't know. All the different things. Get the tank. And they all complement each other. In the cartoons and things, movies, it's always like the unexpected. It's always kind of fun when the unexpected hero of the group is like, oh, we could do it this way, and everybody's like, dude, you're stupid, and they're, whoa, he's right, she's right, it's right. How is this formed? How is this formed? We're so inquisitive. I think they talked about it a little bit, that we're just here to figure it out. We're like the detectives. It's a game. It's a puzzle. You can live it like a life. You can fail the puzzle, and just like in Grand Theft Auto, you can just do all the side missions. You never even have to complete anything that furthers you. You can be the... You can never pick up a gun. I walked pretty much up to about where it starts to get rocky and going up. Looks like it'd be fun to slide down this. What's that, the fool's pose? Come on, slide down. Cheeseburger. Where? Where? She threw it instantly. Cheeseburger! Cheeseburger! What does that mean? I don't know. This is a creek. Is it? You won't drown in it though. Oh, the dode. It's hard work. There you go. Pull me up. Ugh. Oh, my knees. Oh, my knees. Ow! Don't bite! No, you didn't like that? Okay. Dogs never like it when you slide down. They're like lifeguards. They really are. Built-in natural lifeguards. You throw a stick out in the water, they have to go get it. It's funny. Every dog I've ever known, you go sliding down the hill and they try to get you. Oh, he's going down. Get him, get him. Even if you want to. You've done it like 4 or 5 times, the dog's still like, oh, he's falling down again. This guy, he can't fucking seem to stay at the top of the hill. I know he wants to be up there because he keeps going up there. I'll help him, I'll bite him. I don't remember that. Was it like that when we walked up? Hold the door. Swish. Oh, bitch, quit pulling me. You're trying not to slide. You're getting pulled forward. You have to keep moving your feet faster and faster, but you're trying not to slide. So you're taking little itty bitty steps. When the dog hears you doing that, it takes up faster because it thinks you're trying to catch it. It's a big downward spiral. If you can hear it, but little critters out in the woods chirping. Got some broken trees. You see the rocks? It's hard to see the shape. It goes in, it comes up at an angle, has that overhang, has another ledge. That one's making like a U, but I think it's just material in there masking the 90-degree angles. You do get rounded pathways a lot. This is all like being pushed, smushed down into itself, and then breaking in like the vertical cracks. But it has layers from being pushed. So it's like when you make a burger and you take the ground meat and you make it into a ball, and then you push it down, and as you push it down, it makes the voids in on the edges. But if it's liquid enough, it just makes cracks. It'll make a rounded edge, and it'll just make cracks down it. Kind of like what we saw on the ice on that stream. It makes the steps, and those are layers where it makes a dam out of itself. You can see. Oh, come on, why don't you pull when I need you? And then there's moose poop there. I'd say that moose was banging on that tree to mark its territory. Say, hey, I'm a stud around here. You want to check out my poop? I eat good. Come fuck me. But I'm not. Not kidding, I'm joking. Choking? I'm taking my gloves off. Put the gloves on. Take the gloves off. Put the gloves on, take the gloves off. Somebody might say it's bad, and I wouldn't disagree, but I wouldn't necessarily agree. But dog treats are expensive. And bun length hot dogs, 3 pounds of bun length hot dogs is like a quarter of the price of 16 ounces of dog treats. So they eat hot dogs. Because the hot dogs are so cheap, I give them a lot. So I got 3 dogs, two at 100 pounds. They're probably over now. And 1 dog that's 10 pounds. And I think 4 hot dogs. And I cut 2 little pieces off of each hot dog, so I end up with 8 little pieces for the 10-pound dog. And then I cut the remainder of the hot dogs into 8 pieces for the big dogs. They're like half a finger or so. Maybe a third of a finger. It's a big part of the finger. When you see how your fingers in 3 sections, it's a big part. Not thickness wise, it's a hot dog thick, but the length. And they get 8 also. So I get 24 treats out of 4 hot dogs. I give it to them after our walk every day. But I've been dialing it back because I don't want fat dogs. But it's the winter time, so they don't get as much exercise as they do in the summer. But maybe they get more, just different. Not really aerobic, it's more physically demanding. Uh-oh. Good girl. Where's Goro? Fool you. I don't want to go that way. It's too slippery. Smells like bug spray. Come on. I was thinking about sharing what I thought. I think I do a lot. So, I mean, it's just different than what they're saying by a little bit. So I don't think I'm gonna maybe I'll say some more stuff in comments on my own video. You know, after I watch more of Eric's. I like it though, but everybody's different, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong, but I'm just not really concerned about why. Well, I am, but I guess I'm content with the journey that we're all on, just to keep looking. I don't know that we can really, and they say this too, I don't think we can really honestly form an opinion, because I can easily what if anything that we say away, you know, just by the fact that it's what you're creating. if you think it up, then you just created it. So, I mean, we've already thought and known everything. And so, to know the things that you've already known, I mean, we're thinking like this is our first time here. We've probably been here a bazillion times, a quadrillion times, an infinity amount of times. If something is infinite, then couldn't it really be where you could just stay in any one point of time, because it's all infinite? So it's like this life, you could have been here an infinite amount of times. People say, oh, well, you live all the different lives. It could be you live this same life over and over again. If you wanted to put some fucking limits on it and things, you could say that maybe you had a life before and this is hell. Maybe you had a life and that's why we have no memory of it, because, oh, actually, you know, it might be better if you did. But, or, you know, that'd just be a different hell. Knowing that you've been in eternity. But what about just wasting your time? How many times do you go down and suffer? How many times do you go down and suffer? I mean, if that's your kick, how about this? So whenever you think like you're suffering, it's just your perception of it. I don't know, like you wouldn't want to come down and have this experience that's possible, have every experience that's possible. How can we say that, oh, I don't like the ones that aren't fun? What if those are your favorite ones? And that's why there's so much of it. Because that's the one that your fucking higher self likes the best. And yeah, we are God. It's your higher self. That's God. Great, there's people down here. I gotta do this video because these dogs are gonna make me fall down.